Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Shaun, we can sit here and look at both sides of the argument. It was a close call. Two questions for you. One, should it have gone upstairs? Two, having not gone upstairs, the Delhi team needed to show some restraint between the captain and the coach actually running out onto the field.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've just been having a chat off air, and I think Lisa said that I'm not too sure they can send it up if it's not a wicket, and we often see it go upstairs. So I just presume that you can go upstairs just to check those kind of decisions. But thinking back, it's often for whether a person's out or not. So I think that might be the only time you can check it. But yeah, it wasn't the behaviour the game deserved, was it? At the back end, I mean, it looked like Pant was signalling for his players to come off the field, which definitely at no stage would I find acceptable. Even the coach being sent on, Praveen Amre was probably not wanting to run on, but he was told he needed to go out there and try and have a word. And it just was uncalled for. At the end of the day, we do have to respect umpires' decisions from time to time. There's a lot of decisions that are sent upstairs following protocol, but that one you probably can't send because it wasn't a wicket. And I just think there needed to be respect of the umpire's decision. I think when you watch games of football sometimes and games of tennis, you think to yourself, well, those guys are behaving a bit iffy, to say the best. And unfortunately, that was the case in point here.
And Lisa, what made it worse was the fact that the two teams had to maintain a slight distance because of what's happened in the Delhi camp in the last few days. So they couldn't actually go and hug and kiss and make up, and they had to keep their distance and go, all right, maybe we're okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, you saw, and we spoke about Joss Buttler at length, that he's such a quiet guy. He actually got involved and he went up and spoke to Rishabh, basically saying, mate, what you've done is not on. You need to get off the field, get coaching staff off the field, and let's get on with the game. And so there'll be, it will polarize lots of people what's happened. Either you're on Team Delhi or you're on team maybe respect for the umpire. So this will be a huge talking point. But you're right, the fact that the teams couldn't come back out and go, what a great game, well played. I think that there might be, even though they tried to have a few laughs at the end, I think when the heat of the battle comes in, maybe finals time, this will be brought up again for sure.
I think one thing you can't get away from is the emotion. I mean, there's no doubt when you're in that situation, you think, well, the game's gone, and next thing your guy crashes, 3 deliveries in a row out the ground. You can understand the emotion because you think, well, then we get the benefit of the extra delivery, it's the free hit and all that. But I think they also needed to understand, as a guy who's sometimes been at the back end, when you start hitting, you just want the game to continue. The momentum is with you. To take that away from him was also silly. He was striking it. That McCoy goes back to his mark. He has to turn around and come and bowl. His brain is not clear at that stage. He's just disappeared for 3 sixes. By them giving him that extra time, I'm sure there were people chatting in his ear, trying to calm him down and say, hey, just relax. It's not the end of the world. Just go for your variation, those kind of things. And it gave him opportunity just to calm himself down and produce the 2 deliveries that he did. So I think they blundered on that front as well. I mean, I understand the emotion. Don't get me wrong. I've been in the dugout, the excitement, the thing you got the second chance. I'm not trying to say there shouldn't be the emotion, but they needed to control things. And then once again, you think, well, okay, Ricky wasn't there. Would have been interesting to see how he would have handled it.
Well, Rishabh Pant in the post-match chat he's given both sides of the story. He said, we clearly thought it was a no ball. There's not even a doubt about it. But he has said that maybe we could have handled the post-incident reaction a little bit better. But to go away from the off-field incidents, Lisa and Shaun, and I'll come to you, Lisa, first. One thing it did was, after 6-6-6, all that chat, Rovman Powell was in the middle of it being asked, do I need to go off? No, I'm staying on. Am I going off? What am I doing? In all that time, he's lost the entire flow of the fact that he could have actually hit 3 more sixes.
Yeah, a bit what Shaun was saying, the fact that there was such a break in play. And how many times have we seen whenever there's a strategic timeout that a wicket falls the next over? And we see it in the longer format, and obviously breaks now in the T20 format have followed suit, that once you stop a player from being in that moment, having everything going with them, and allowing the opposition to probably take a bit of time to just dissect what's happened and take a deep breath. Yeah, but the moment was lost, and you could see that, because it's almost like they were so desperate for the no ball that they still feel, and it didn't come, so it was like, well, we're not going to win now. Whereas actually they could have still taken it to a super over. So that's the thing. That's probably frustrating for us that are sitting quite comfortably in our lounge rooms watching.